Well, we'll put this money to good use. There's a trash bin down there I can check. Let's just get back to where I'm going. This game seriously needs, like, a run. Maybe there is one later on, I don't know. We need to be able to look at this damn corpse. I mean, that is the difficulty. Well, I've got some stuff to sell. Let's go and use the machine. And see if there's any drugs that help with resisting corpse stench. No bin. Well, it wasn't too long to walk back. Surprised this place doesn't actually sell a map. There must be somewhere that sells a damn map of the area. Insert your bottles. Money gained 1.9. Is that all? Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol. Enter the endless cycle of consumption. Do you know what I just might? What can we buy here? Nosafed is nasal... Oh, nasal spray! Do you think that will help? Let's have a look at these. What do these products do? Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramain is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary... So let's try the Nosafed. Can you be a bit more specific? You choose a bubblegum absentmindedly. No, sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything. Let's buy the Nosafed. Oh, that's just for healing? Damn, I thought that was going to be something. And what's the hypnogamma? Do you have any ammonia? Yeah, there's like an ampule somewhere. She waves a hand in the air absentmindedly. Somewhere, but not here. Who is Saint Baptiste? That's the chemist, right? The one that sells meds outside there. She points to the cabinet. That one there? That's us. She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from the Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history as far as anyone knows. Okay, I can see what these do now by mousing over. I don't need those. But I can buy other stuff, like what's in here. I want to buy a raincoat. It's extra endurance. Was endurance... I'm going to buy a raincoat. Clark removes the garment from the lower shelf and hands it over. What's that? It's a raincoat. We bought a raincoat. This is the alcohol. I need to keep enough. I need to keep 70. So this is the alcohol. I can... the potent Pilsner. Alright. So this has a nasty cigarettes. They have penalties. Can I afford the morale? I can kind of afford the... I can heal these up. What's that going to be? 590. I haven't got enough money. God damn it. We'll come back for those. I'm going to go pay me bill. I'm going to see if I can try once more. Did she just give me some ammonia? Because I didn't see it bought. Clothes. That gives me endurance, whereas that gives me composure. I don't have... No, I don't have the stuff. I'll ask that gardener again. I really didn't see ammonia for sale in there. Hey, Hey, got any more stuff?
Hello again, officer.
No.
How are things?
Damn it. So I used the only ammonia I got and failed the check. Let's go and pay this bill and see if this guy behind the bar will help me any. There's supposed to be somewhere opening up later. Right, I've got some money. We're going to play karaoke later as well. About the money I owe you. I have your money. How much do I owe you again? 70. I have your money. Cafeteria manager, he glares at you suspiciously. Well? Slam the bills down on the counter. Yeah, let's do that. Slam the bills down on the counter. Pay for damages. Level up. New task. Find money for rent. Oh, no. Oh, no. Perfect. I hope you enjoy your freezing cold room with the window you broke yourself. By the way, if you hadn't paid before 2100, your door would have been locked electronically. He tapped his foot against a metal box installed in the back of the bar counter. Starting tomorrow, please pay for each night in advance 20 real per night. Oh, God, I've got to worry about daily rent? Kim opens his wallet. I'll take a room here too. He takes Kim's money and hands him a keyring. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you? He looks at Kim, avoiding your gaze. I saw another thing. No, I've done about that. Goodbye. Leave. Well, we leveled up. We paid that. I need to interview the woman upstairs. Take another look at this corpse. Let's see if I can do one more thing. It seems to be so unusually hard just examining this damn corpse. And that might be the stats I've chosen for this game. But if it requires endurance and I've got a raincoat, I can't check that anymore, can I? No, can't do that one, but I can take a look at this one. Endurance, legendary. Wait. Let go of your nose without throwing up. Oh, because I've got my shit together. Okay. Okay. But before that, we can also do this, which is going to make it even more likely. Jacket. This is not the best look I've ever had. And we're going to do a quick save. And now, 92%. Yes, finally. As you breathe in the odour. As you breathe in, the odour comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. Do they always do that? They do after 7 days, yes. We're in deep composition here. Step closer. Wow, we're into some stuff here. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamelled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. Inspect the boots. The material appears to be ceramic. Ceramic boots? That's like weird. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. It just looks odd. Hunch. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. Yeah, I didn't need my hunch to tell me that. Logic. These are clearly not boots, they're armour, possibly part of a larger set. These aren't just boots, are they? This is the armour he was stripped of. Indeed, says Kim, with his notebook under his arm. The lieutenant crouches to inspect the soles. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots, which means they just go over everything else. What kind of armour is this exactly? Ceramic plate, zirconium dioxide most likely. This is where the make would be. Where? Under the heel. Fairweather. He turns the boot slightly. Fairweather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. Where's the rest of it? Scavenged by the locals. Oh, the material looks out of place here. It is. It's expensive. The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabulary has deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. How much are we talking about? For a full set, about 4 years of wages. For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 rial. That's a lot, I take it. As a wage, it's regrettably small, but for the piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot. And where's the rest of it? Scavenged by the locals. Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. New task. Where's the rest of the armour? Kuno will know. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armour could yield information. He nods towards Kuno, who's eyeing you suspiciously. This is one thing he might actually know. Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there is no rest of the armour. Yeah, I mean, if it's hanging from a tree, why not take the boots off? Because they're going to be the easiest to get at. Why take the rest? Maybe he wasn't hung up in the armour. I don't know. No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirt we found to get at it. We found them in the trash. And this kind of armour is often worn under fabrics. What if they told him to strip before they hung him, to demean him? They usually hang them completely naked for that. La Puta Madre, the Mazda, the Besmates, and the like. This one still had his underpants on. Kuno, talking about underpants. Clearly Kuno would like to interject something here, but there's not enough for him to hold on to. How could this man afford such expensive hardware? Well, that's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbour company, but that's just hearsay. These look pretty advanced for a security guard. I agree, this equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford. Knock on the boot. Sounds fragile. It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. He points to the boots. See? Faint organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them together. Like whirls of floorboards, the design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps. What does this remind me of? If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. Okay, run your finger over the lines. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice perception. The whorls are in the shape of a letter and a number combination, E50.100.1000. Point to it. It looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton. Good. Can you read it to me? He dips the drying ball of point of his pen on the tongue. Medium success. I had to do it. Let's lie. Let's not lie. Right, run the numbers on the victim's armour. Kim, we have a make and a number, that's something. We can use the radio in my Kanema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us. Pull the boot off. This feels dangerous. Are you sure? The body might come down on top of me. Better not even try. The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic. Back off and look at the corpse. Inspect the belt. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Simple way of putting it up, I suppose. This is the steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships. Big stuff, then. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you. What was that? Something on the belt? This is my addiction trying to tell me to have a drink. Ignore it. It's hard, but somehow you manage not to see it. The corpse looks at you sideways from a natural angle. Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo. Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo on them. Apparently this is the reinforced kind for air transport. My brain tells me so. Kim nods. The local harbour uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. We're assuming dock workers from the harbour did it? How did they even get him up there? A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. He points to the buckle tying the belt to the branch above. Did they climb it using that kid's ladder? That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle. He makes a pulling motion. I still don't see how they'd get that up there and tied off as it is, but anyway. Could be the shape of the branch supports the theory. We're assuming dock workers from the harbour did it. I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes, motivated by the ongoing strike. Politely raises an eyebrow. You? Makes sense. Believably mundane. There's more to it. I feel like it was something else. Yes, he covers his nose. It often is. This belt worries me. They sure want him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring. I was afraid it would be. He rises to inspect the noose. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed. Back off and look at the corpse. Inspect the tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso. From the right shoulders to the solar plexus, each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. Very odd. His corpse is marked by stars. What will mine be marked by? Alcohol and heartbreak. Is this a national pattern? Of no nation that I know of, if anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure. We're missing something here. I agree. A sudden ring fills the air as Lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unleashed. A small lens appears, some sort of camera. What's that? A Trigat Sunshine Mini. Trigat is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow. Shit, Kuno! What's that? An instant colour camera. He produces 2 metal-capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there. I only have 2 ampules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one. He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting, then... Ah! Oh, that was mean. I wasn't expecting that. A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampule of glass. You see streams of colour pour into the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out. On it, a colour-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. In case we need it, Lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. Cool machine. Yes. He slides the camera closed and tucks it away in his belt. It is pretty cool, isn't it? What do we need this photo for? New task, the victim's tattoos. It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell. We've got the instant photo of tattoos. Sure, just don't lose it. He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes. The glass-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colourful as a chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms. Look him in the eye. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic process inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognisable mess. Tell me, who are you, dead man? Oh, fail. The corpse is dead silent. You have no idea why you just said that. Who is he? He's male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build. Back off. So how do we get him down? Kim stops to think, then checks his notes. Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down. Step back and have another look first. Squint and take a step back. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does its position at the time of death match the discoloration? Observe. This is weird. I'm saying this is weird in a game full of weirdness. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs and his neck just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air. His face and hands are pink. Thighs too. I see it. He adjusts his glasses. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here. Relax your eyes. The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of colour, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot. Ew. So, what do you think? I think he's dead. I agree. His personality is no longer a part of the world. Totally dead. The world no longer stores his personality in its composition. There was a time for that, and it ended 7 days ago. There. Deadity, dead, dead, dead. Dabba doop doop dead, he says without a hint of melody. Not one muscle in his face moves. He's beaten up. See the bruises? I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport. Stop talking in riddles, coin slot. He means you effed him up good, Kuno, the girl yells. Effed him up brutal-like. I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet and neck are discoloured. Agreed. He points to the belt, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports are hanging. Could it be that maybe he was strangled by someone? Yes, there's always a chance we're wrong. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first. Something is coming out of him. A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purged liquid is dripping into it drop by drop. The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death. That's grim stuff. Talking about shit. We got lucky. Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before death? Maybe. He doesn't really want to dwell on it too long. Back off and catch your breath. Yep, the preliminary examination is done. Let's get him down from there. Task complete. Inspect the victim's body. Load of experience. That steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance, and even if we do, there's a question of cutting the airship strength material. We could saw the branch. Maybe we could shoot him down. Yeah, the enthusiasm is unrestrained. Bang bang time, pigs. Shoot his head off. The lieutenant remains unaffected. How? Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch, that's a good spot to aim. There, the buckle holds the belt together. Where? He corrects his glasses. Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that there might be a chance to release the belt. Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the Kuno with some shit. They'll miss. The pigs will miss Kuno. Wait, let me try. The man's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said. Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst that could happen? I'll blow his head off? Take it. Take the shot. Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit. Silence. With his elbow sharp, Lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel. Separates the scouring stick and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. What sort of technology are we using here? Continue. That's a KL A990 Armistice mass-produced muzzle loader. Aesthetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the phallus test position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger. Say nothing. Easy does it, partner. Say nothing. He's gonna miss. He missed. The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts the air as Lieutenant steps back and says to himself, God damn it. Ha ha ha, idiot, asshole. Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not handicapped, is he? Ah. It's okay, man. Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the binoclad. Lieutenant doesn't say a word. He just looks at the gun in his hand. Try again, maybe? No, we're lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. He looks around at the windows overlooking the yard. Any more mistakes would put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favours with that. What now? I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance. Can someone else do it? He pauses. You mean like the police? Yes, exactly. Call the police. Someone already did. You know who came? We did, because we have made bad life decisions. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us, and we have a growing sanitary concern there. We need to get him down fast. Can I have the gun? I should try. It's bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks. He pauses, then shrugs and proceeds to load the pistolet. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it. The piece shines in his outstretched hand. They only have one gun! This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen. I'm not arguing with that. You take the gun. I've gained a gun. Yeah, take it. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth. Feel the weight first. The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your finger fits right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger. What are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth. Point the gun at the belt. That looks suspiciously like it's pointing at his head. The buckle comes into focus in your sight. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm. Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? She hisses. At least you won't miss. 28% chance? Close your left eye first. Your field of view narrows, the branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the noon light as the corpse slowly rotates. The slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directing the gun sync up, dancing hypnotically. Look, he's crying. You're going to cry now? 42%? Shut up. Oh, what? You're going to F me? Her voice is almost a whisper now. You want to F me, pig? Is that what this is about? Point the gun at Kuno S. Do it! Set me free. Continue. You feel as though it would be dangerous to set this creature free to roam about the cosmos. Don't. You feel Lieutenant's hand on your shoulder. She's ripping a blazer open to bare her chest. Do it. She's mad. Composure, legendary, pull the trigger. Point the gun at the belt. Intense shit copper. Kuno, gain respect. Waved his gun. She pants, breathless with excitement. It wasn't intense, it was pathetic. It's gone back down again. Give the gun back to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Don't shoot. He takes the gun carefully from when he holstered it. His eyes are narrow and he doesn't comment on your antics. Pussy didn't shoot shit, did he? Didn't shoot me. Didn't shoot himself in the mouth. Okay, leave. Okay, we've got to get the body down. I suggest we go to the harbour and ask the leader of the union to help us with the body. I would have preferred us not to owe the union anything, but we clearly cannot do this ourselves. Let's go. There's other things we can do first. But what we're going to do is save the game right there. Just save. Yeah, overwrite. Cancel. Let's overwrite that one from earlier. Okay. What a game. What a strange game this is. I mean, I don't think I've played anything quite like it. I really haven't. But I'm going to call it there because I need to go and get a drink and some food and rest my voice. So I'm going to continue this. You guys let me know what you think. in chat or on Twitter or anything else, or in Discord. Would be great. Do I continue this on Friday night, or do I go back to Frostpunk on Friday? In the meantime, I might stream tomorrow. I might have some spare time tomorrow evening, so who knows? We might see a stream or something then. This is curious. It's got me interested. It's definitely an element of puzzle to this, so it's good, and I think it's going to get better. I think we need to put the time in on this one. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed it. It's certainly been something a little bit different today, and all being well, I'll see you tomorrow or Friday. So have a great week, and I'll see you then. Good night.